your factory.
Reservoirs, machines. Who can't have fun with that?
It's factory fun. All right, welcome back to the Board Game Closet. My name is Jimmy.
I'm Rod.
If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, click the button, subscribe, and every single Thursday, we're going to give you a brand new review about a board game.
Hopefully a fun one.
Hopefully a fun one.
Exactly.
Kind of like factory fun.
Exactly. Who cannot have fun in the factory?
So we do a simple one-die rating to tell you whether or not that you should buy games, play them, or hate them. So buy it, play it, hate it. So green means go buy this game and add it to your collection. White means maybe you wouldn't buy it, but you'd play somebody else's copy. And then red means you wouldn't buy it and you wouldn't play it because you hate it.
So toss it.
Toss it. Sell that puppy. So we're going to give you our die rating right at the beginning of this video. And then we're going to spend the rest of the video telling you why we gave it that rating. So,
all right,
without further ado, here we go.
And reveal.
Is it two reds?
It's two reds. Oh,
okay. Number one, we are not bashers, right? I did not set out to ever bash a board game or a designer. That's not my intent. Right. So we're not going to spend the rest of this video, I don't think.
Well,
we'll be honest.
Yeah, we'll be honest. We're not going to sit here and just be...
Well, let's tell you how you play the game, and then
Sure.
we'll let you decide whether or not that you think that you should buy this game or hate it like we do. So, so at the beginning of a turn, there are going to be these stacks of machine cards based off of the number of players that are there. And so on a turn, you are going to take a turner hand. You have a turn hand
Right.
and a grabby hand. So you're gonna turn. So on the count of three, 1, 2, 3, you turn over one, and then with the other hand, that can't be over all of them.
Right.
Very Galaxy Trucker-like.
Yeah, you're out of whatever
then you
one
have to
you
look at it and you have to say, oh, which one do I want in this panic kind of mode? And then you grab one, and once you grab it, that's your tile.
Right.
And you have to be able to place it onto your board. So what do you have to do with this tile? You always have to match it up with an input source. So they start out the game with these different color reservoirs. And so then I would match it up, and it's okay, it takes blue there, but it also takes orange over here. So I match that up, and it has to have an output. So boom, there you go.
Right.
Okay, simple enough. And maybe there's some fun there. Then on the next round, you do the same thing. 3, 2, 1, go. And then, you flip it over, and then you look around the board, and then you say, I'm going to take this one. Okay, I got it. And then I have to do the same thing. Now I have to, okay, this takes a green reservoir, then up on this side, and a pink reservoir, and then it outputs to black. And so I have to get a black one there, boom. And so now I've done that.
Right.
So what's fun about that? Eventually what's going to happen in the game is you are going to have to connect multiples of these together. So now this is 2, whatever that is. And now how am I going to get this over there? Oh, I have to buy these pipes. And each one of these pipes costs me 2 money or 1 money to do. And so I'm going to have to build this thing that goes all the way around. And you just end up just doing that.
And what you're doing is you're basically are in a race because you're just doing your scoring, right? Mm-hmm. And we're doing the scoring. So that's really just it. That's where the game is. Now the thing is that so whenever I play these games that have scoring systems on them, Midgard or Ticket to Ride or something like that, the worst part of the game is the point part of it. The part that's fun is the meat of the game. Mm-hmm. Well, the problem with this game is the fun part is tallying up your points, and that's it. The meat of it is not entertaining. At least it was not entertaining to me in any way.
Right.
So that's where this game really hurt itself, I believe.
Yeah, and the puzzle aspect, there's a lot of games, like even like a very simple game like Patchwork, where you are trying to fill up this board. It really reminded me of that. Okay, I'm trying to fill this board up and where do I want to go? There's an instantly satisfying feeling of that game, whereas this one, I don't know. I just never felt satisfied, like, man, look what all I built. I just got aggravated the longer we played it, that I couldn't find anything. I'm losing all my money trying to connect these pieces to it. And I don't know, it just never really got satisfying. You end up scoring multipliers based off of the numbers that go into it. So it's 5 times the number that you feed into the next machine. So I can't even figure this out. So 5 times 2 there, so that'd be 10 extra points that I got. And then you get points, that's all done at the end of the game. And so there just wasn't enough, like literally all you're doing is feeding this into that. Like I'm thinking in a factory, like I should be able to completely transform this thing, and then it spirals over here and does that. There's none of that. It's just literally tubes that feed into tubes that output to a box.
And it's almost where maybe this should have been a mini game with not so many of the pieces, but it should have been a mini game within a larger game or something.
That's a
where
good
maybe
point.
you know, you were building, like you're saying, something real, right? So your merchandise or whatever. But this just never went. I mean, like for me again, it kills me that the meat of the game was the factory part of it because I just didn't enjoy it.
Right. Yeah.
And I have my son's a math whiz, just loves anything math wise. Everything gets broken down to math. No, he didn't like it. Not at all.
I wish that there was something more that I could say that would be redeeming. I think the people that will like it, okay, are the people that love the panic at the beginning. I didn't like the panic at the beginning. You know, I just felt like it was pointless when there's only a few tiles to choose from anyways. Yeah. So,
and I don't like that you grab, I grab, or it wasn't even that free-for-all grab. You know, we throw him down, you grab what you want.
He's got better eyesight. He beats me.
Exactly.
You know?
I'm across the table. He's right
quicker.
up against it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so that part of it just didn't work for me. I would have rather you take 4 of those and hand them out.
Like a draft thing.
Yeah.
Or let's draft, and then I have 2 to choose from on my turn. And now I get to sit back and say, ooh, what do I want to do? But when you only have one choice.
Right. There wasn't a lot to
there's no choice there now. I'm forced, okay, that's the only one left on the table because homeboy over there's quicker than me. Now I'm going to have to find a place to put this Heatbot 3000. What am I going to do with the Maxi Boil and the Pac-O-Matic? Like, I don't know.
And like we said, we're you know, ZMan makes great games. We've got some fantastic games. This game just did not work for us. It didn't work for our gaming group. So that's the reason. I mean, the times that we go red on stuff like this, I mean, I think most of the time it's when it really hasn't worked for our group, right? So, I mean, sometimes I can feel, okay, but usually you can find something redeeming from it and that type of thing. But this one was just, I'm sorry about this one. It really is a red for me.
You know, this is, if you asked me to play this game, and this is where we always come down to that red rating.
Sure.
If Rod said, hey, I'm playing a game of Factory Fun, do you want to join in?
It'd probably be the same thing as me asking if he wants to play BattleTech.
I would throw the red die at you. I would say, no, I'm not playing that, you know? So anyway, so hopefully, you know, this doesn't come across as a bashing, but I hope that you, just like us, we're just regular guys. We don't have sponsors. We don't have anybody paying, sending us this copy of this game. I bought this game. Yeah. And so I want to help somebody else say, maybe there's a different game out there.
Right, definitely.
So, all right, that's it.
All right.
That's our review of Factory Fun. We've got a lot more reviews on our website, BoardGameCloset.com. You can check us out there. We're on Facebook, Instagram. We've got a Tuesday podcast where we talk about a lot of board games that maybe we can't review here. And so check that out if you're interested. And as always,
support your local hobby shop or board game cafe.